Well, my name is Bill DeWitt. I'm one of the assistant principals at Lawrence High School. You've asked me to speak a little bit about our rollout with Ci3T, and I think in our high school setting, which is unique because I don't think you see it as much as you do in the elementary and middle school. So we've been excited with our process, and I think one of the things we had to do as a school was remind our teachers that as we are putting our models together, was to remind the teachers that we want your input because this is your school as well. These are your expectations. This is a shared load that we all want to help our kids be successful and learn, positive behaviors and good expectations. But we wanted to remind them in the process that everything we've done up to this point is really, really good. We're not reinventing the wheel. This isn't the golden ticket that's going to solve all the things. This is just a way to take everything we've already done and put it into a good model. And so I think that put the teachers at ease a little bit and really allowed them to buy in as to what we were going to do. And then of course there was work by Principal Dr. Berngart and myself to kind of organize it in a way that teachers felt really comfortable kind of teaching our expectations to the students. And in the past, we've always had an assembly where, because our school is so large, we have to split it into two groups. We kind of bring them in. It's kind of a sit and a get. You have the administrators talking about where they're supposed to be and what they're supposed to do, and then we send them back to the classroom. And now what we've done is in place of that assembly is we've taken our 7 settings, because we've identified 7 areas of the school that we want the kids to learn the expectation. And we broke that down into 7 different lessons. And we had those lessons taught first hour of the first day, second hour of the second day, third hour of the third day. And so every teacher was teaching a lesson to a different class, but they were all teaching the same thing at the same time. And we loaded the lessons for them. We gave them some flexibility. We trusted them as professionals to teach it in the manner that they feel most comfortable with. And what it really did was it took it down to the level that has the greatest impact, which is in the classroom. And so I think it's had great meaning, and I think our rollout has been very, very good, and I think we've had some surprise buy-in from some teachers that were really skeptical. So we've really enjoyed the process. One of the best feedbacks you can get is when teachers are stopping by the office going, I need more posters, I'd like to get more tickets, I'd like to talk about this experience I had with a student, which I think is really, really great, because you didn't always get that in the past. And I think when you have tangible items like the PBIS framework with the tickets that we employ here, I think teachers are finding out that pairing their praise with something tangible is very, very positive. And because I've asked them to get out of their comfort zone, I think some of them have found themselves forced into conversations that they might have not had prior, and they're finding that it does feel good to give praise, and it does feel good to reinforce positive behaviors, and it does kind of, if you take the efforts early to build the relationships and have the conversations with kids, it makes your year go a lot longer. It's very, very, proactive instead of reactive strategies as we get further down the year. We were very proactive again in the first 7 days as we overlapped the 7 lessons to put announcements that were read by some of our student leaders that really, one, thank the kids for being a part of Lawrence High School, because that's important. And then encouraging them to, be kind to one another and kind of take the steps necessary to make our school great. And I do think there's a good buzz, and it does help to consolidate our thought into common themes and common signage. And when kids need a little bit of redirection and a little bit of guidance, we can all point to one specific area that's very consistent. And so I do think that the kids have a really nice buzz, and it's a really good vibe, and we're off to an outstanding school year. We have to be proactive in recognizing that every position in this school, from principal to custodial to kitchen staff and everywhere in between, everybody here is giving their best effort. And we as a school need to respect that best effort. And one of the things we talk to students about is that, when we take care of what we're supposed to do, that does benefit everybody else. That really makes our school great. And our custodians and our kitchen staff have been very complimentary about the way the kids are handling themselves. That they've seen a change in the kids, and I think part of that obviously comes from a unified process of staff to say, look, this is how we want to show that we care about our school. This is how we want to show that we value other people's times as well. And so it's been nice to get good feedback from the custodial staff, from the kitchen staff, talking about how their areas seem to be cleaner. Kids are respecting their areas better and just getting total buy-in to what kind of an environment we want to have. We don't have yet, because we're in the early rollout, we hope as we get into next year that we can have a one-to-one store. We just don't have that. We have some intermittent prizes that we're going to hand out, but in a high school setting, one of our big gets is what we call a game day experience, because we're a large high school, very competitive league, and Friday night football games are very exciting on this campus. And so what we've been doing is we've been allowing kids, if they choose, we've given them several options to put a drawing into. And one of the drawing options is for what we call the game day experience. And so during our fall pep rally Thursday, we're going to draw 2 names from that portion. And those names each get to bring a friend, and we're going to give them the game day experience. So they're going to get special seating in the south end zone. They're going to get Pizza Shuttle, which is a local company that everybody loves, delivered to them during the game. We're going to give them concession passes and, of course, free admission. So we hope that'll be something that's visible. Kids will see it. Well, a lot of those kids get special, privileges, and we can say, well, it's not special privilege. We're just kind of reinforcing the excellence that they already have, and maybe you'll be down there next time.